All right, folks, gather round for today's spicy slice of mayhem. It's Raven's CineTech Rewind, where cinema, tech, and fandom collide like a poorly rendered CGI explosion. Today, we're diving face first into one of AI's most cringe-inducing innovations: robots performing stand-up comedy. Oh yeah, it's as bad as you're imagining, and then some. So, cue the laugh track you won't need, because this tech rabbit hole is loaded. Picture this: a Boston Dynamics-esque robot with all the personality of a fax machine, nervously delivering jokes to an equally awkward audience. That's right. In a well-intentioned yet hilariously misguided attempt to marry tech and art, engineers actually programmed robots to write and perform stand-up comedy. Think: C-3PO meets middle school talent show, with all the comedic genius of a malfunctioning GPS saying, "Recalculating." Here's the kicker: most of these robots couldn't tell a knock-knock joke without making you want to knock yourself out cold. For example, one AI comedian began its set declaring, "Why was the Scarecrow promoted? He was outstanding in his field." Riveting, right? The silence that followed was so painful, it could have been used as a new form of crowd control. Now, you might be asking yourself, why, Raven? Why would anyone code a robot to attempt humor? Well, let me enlighten you. The architects of this calamity were actually hoping to utilize humor as a way of teaching AI the subtleties of human emotion and communication. You know how to tell joy from anxiety, or when sarcasm lands versus goes down like a Led Zeppelin. Commendable, right? But here's the plot twist. It proves how deeply humans underestimate themselves. Humor isn't just crafted wordplay. It's timing, context, and a pinch of chaos magic. All stuff robots, bless their circuit boards, are pretty terrible at. And listen to this little techno blunder turning heads. One robot, nicknamed JokeBot 3000, as if the name alone wasn't a giant red flag, once attempted observational comedy. The joke went, "Humans are strange. You keep meat cool only to make it warm to eat?" That sound you hear? It's the collective eye roll of all humanity. I mean, should we really be taking life advice, or any advice, from the digital equivalent of a talking blender? But hey, let's turn to a quick historical rewind. Remember when IBM's Watson crushed it on Jeopardy? That was cool, smart, practical, like the tech world's overachieving valedictorian. But this AI comedy nightmare? It's more like the weird kid who brings fish sticks for lunch and decides they're a gourmet chef. Same ambition, vastly different execution. And don't even get me started on the comedy writing AIs. Sure, they analyze thousands of jokes, pull patterns, and then slap something together that vaguely resembles a punchline. But the experience is like getting a Hallmark card designed by Skynet. It makes you go, "Who asked for this?" Real talk though, while these robot comedians are bombing harder than a straight-to-streaming action sequel, it's a fascinating glimpse into what AI lacks. Algorithms? Strong. Emotional intuition? Floppier than floppy disks of yesteryear. And honestly, thank goodness for that. The day robots truly master humor might just be the day humans lose their last bastion of soulfulness. So, let's bring it to Raven's Roast of the Week. AI might be conquering logistics, diagnostics, and even creating art. But leave the stand-up comedy to people with parents to disappoint, okay? Because let's be real, nobody programmed heartbreak into a CPU, and heartbreak is like 80% of being funny. That's another CineTech Rewind, ladies, gentlemen, and mechanoids. I'm Raven Witchwood, keeping geek culture honest one roast at a time. Follow for more dives into the weird, the cringy, and the just plain awesome. Until next time, keep laughing, preferably at things that deserve it.